Still some people are yet to join. Meanwhile, in this semester, now onwards, whenever I call a person, that person should turn on the video and answer to my questions. Okay, I'll be asking questions in between. Those who are not answering, they'll be marked absent for that particular hour. I'll be calling name. If you are not turning on the video and answering, you'll be marked absent. Okay. Ritvik, can you mute? Ritvik. Uday, do you want to say something? Uday and Deepak. Uday and Deepak.
Nothing.
Shrikar. Yes, Shrikar. What was the topic we were discussing last class? Sai Shrikar Reddy. Sai Shrikar.
Partial derivatives, ma'am.
Partial derivatives. For which functions? For which type of functions? Sai Shrikar. For which type of functions we find partial derivatives? Sai Shrikar.
Linear, ma'am. For linear functions.
Linear functions. So for y is equal to x, we find partial derivatives. Y is equal to x square, we find partial derivatives.
Y is equal to
X square. Do we find partial derivatives for y is equal to x square?
yes, ma'am. We can.
We can partial derivatives. Ritvik Jordar.
Yes, ma'am.
We find partial derivatives for what type of functions?
Ma'am, algebraic functions like
Y.
f of x comma y comma z equal to x y z, like that.
Ma'am, we take partial for multivariable functions, ma'am.
Okay. For y is equal to x square, do we find partial derivatives? That is my question.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
What kind of a derivative we find? What type of a derivative we find? Dhanush. Dhanush?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. For y is equal to x square, what type of a derivative we find? Partial derivative or partial derivatives we find? Is it multivariable? Y is equal to x square?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Single variable.
It's a y is depending on only one variable, right? X. Y
Yes,
will
ma'am.
be depending on only one variable x.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
y is depending on single variable there. If I say f of x comma y, then the function f is depending on two variables x comma y. So that is multivariable, two or more. So f of x comma y comma z, then it will be three variables. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So for partial derivatives, you learn partial derivatives, you come across partial derivatives in many fields in probability statistics, fluid dynamics, in your electronic subjects, in analyzing fluid flow problems, electric flux lines flow problems, magnetic flux lines problems. There can be many applications for them, okay, where you come across this several variables. That means whenever you consider, say, a function depending on more than one variables, that can be like you're moving in a three-dimensional space. So space means, I will say, three-dimensional x, y, z are the components. You add the next parameter as with respect to time you want to study. Then it will be x, y, z, comma, t. You will come across four variables. Okay. Now instead of time domain, if I want to study object moving in three-dimensional space with respect to frequency domain, so you are analyzing for some wave patterns in terms of frequency in 3D. So you will have x, y, z and the frequency parameter. So there you come across that number of variables increasing. Okay. So functions of several variables, you will be applying partial derivatives. If a function depends on only one variable, it will be called as ordinary derivative dy by dx. Okay. Suppose you are considering a volume. So volume, how do you find? For a cylinder, it's pi r square h. So here the volume parameter is depending on the parameters r and h. What is our radius and height? Okay, so here the function is depending on how many variables?
Two variables.
It's depending on two variables. Okay, so we can take up several. Can you give an example for three variables depending function, which you
Volume
might have studied in your physics?
volume
Yeah,
of the
volume of a
cuboid.
cuboid. What is the volume of a cuboid?
Then break into height.
So there you have your three parameters. Very good. Can you give a function depending on four variables? Can you give an example of a function depending on four variables? Anyone can give example of functions depending on four variables? I just said you have a particle moving in space. You need to study about the velocity of the parameter. You need to find the acceleration. You need to find the displacement of the object. All those things can be coming, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Variables. Okay. Any example? You're saying yes, but no examples. Say you have a earth surface. Now in order to find the temperature, we can model with this function, say cos of t and x. So it is function of two variables, x and t. So with respect to time and along a particular amplitude, how the temperature is varying. So x parameter, t parameter, you have your W function, the temperature varying with depth and the time duration. Now, can you give any examples? So using this function, we can plot graphs. We can give values for x and t. We get the surface graph. Any other examples of function? Depending on 3 and 4, you can give. Which you have studied already. No one. No one
Ma'am,
wants to give it.
current flow in a conducting wire, it is NEAVD.
NAVD is what?
Current in a conducting wire.
It depends on which parameters I'm asking.
Ma'am, it depends on concentration of electrons, area, and drift velocity, and charge of electron.
Okay, that is a very good example for 4 variables. Yeah. Anybody else want to give example for a function of 4 variables? A function depending on 4 variables or more than that.
Ma'am, can we take wave equation?
Yeah, you can
Y
take.
is
You
equal
can give any field
y,
example.
y is equal to amplitude into sine omega t minus kx.
Okay. So it depends on how many parameters.
Ma'am, amplitude, omega frequency, time period, and k and x.
K are what? K is what?
Ma'am, k is a proportion.
Proportionality constant.
Means
Proportionality constant is not a parameter.
It's
It's
a
a
wave
fixed
number.
parameter.
It's wave number.
wave number.
Wave number.
Means 2 pi
Okay.
by lambda. 2 pi by lambda we
That is
can
a
say.
periodicity of the function.
Yes,
Do you mean?
yes, ma'am.
Periodicity, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that
Ma'am,
also
can
can
we
be
take
considered.
Arrhenius equation? No?
Can you give the equation and the parameters?
Ma'am, y is equal to a into e power minus ea by rt. Ma'am.
A into
E power minus ea by rt. Ma'am.
EA by RT. What is EA there?
Ea means saturation.
Activation.
Activation. And R and TR?
R is Rydberg constant, universal gas constant, and T is temperature. Ma'am.
Okay. And A is?
A is Arrhenius constant. Ma'am.
Okay. So you're saying the function depending upon temperature, gas constant will vary depending upon the gas, activation. And what is A you said? A is a fixed parameter or a variable parameter?
It is a constant. Ma'am.
Constant will not be a parameter. That means it will be only depending on 3 variables. It's a constant will be like a proportionality constant. It will be fixed for a particular equation. Good. Any other? All of you go
Ma'am,
for
also
watching animation movies, correct? Animated movies. 2D animations, 3D animations. You have 7D animations. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so 7D animations, those are the functions of 7 variables, 7 different parameters they make use of, and they bring in the animated movies. So that can be an example. Any other examples?
Ma'am, real gas equation.
What is it?
Ma'am, P plus A square n square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT.
Can you be little slow? Yeah. Can you repeat?
PV is equal to nRT, ma'am.
No, ma'am, for real gas it is P plus A square n square by V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT.
It's equal to nRT.
Yes, ma'am.
It's for real gas.
Okay, for real gases. So what are the parameters there?
Ma'am,
V,
pressure,
N, P is parameter, yeah. N and
Yes,
V are parameters. What is A then? A square term.
ma'am.
A
A
constants, ma'am.
Hmm?
And we are constants.
Okay. And R and T are?
Temperature varies, ma'am. R is a constant.
R is constant, ma'am.
So T A is constant. N is the constant.
no,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Number of
N.
electrons.
No, ma'am. It depends on the
No,
question.
ma'am. Depends
Number of
on the
Okay.
use.
Okay. So it will be 4 variables or
Ma'am,
3.
also A and B are constants but vary with depending upon gas. So can it be a variable?
Yeah. If that can be a variable then.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, then if resistivity changes, can
A
we tell
and B are
resistance is also changing, ma'am? So this if it is separate for separate elements. So can we tell it is a variable, ma'am?
What
It is,
type of elements?
ma'am.
Here the
If
gases.
yes, ma'am. If gas is changed,
Because look,
it's,
if you say real composition of gases, the gases cannot be uniform at all in any real field. So there also you have the same conditioning, then A can be a parameter. Otherwise, A will be fixed.
uh, just a doubt, ma'am. If for resistor, uh,
Mhm.
for a metal resistivity changes, no, ma'am. Like one metal has a certain resistivity and another metal has a certain resistivity. So can
Mhm.
we? It is a variable according to the metal. So in the question, if it
for
is asked, can we tell it as a parameter or a fixed constant?
But if it is a fixed circuit, then your metal will not vary, right?
Yes, ma'am. So while
For a
using the
particular circuit, you will have a resistor with that particular metal.
yes, ma'am.
It
So
will not be varied.
in
So
that case,
depend
then
that case, A
circuit to
and B will also
A
circuit,
come.
and
it
B
will
also
be
will be
varied.
constants, no, ma'am. In that case, A and B will be constant for real gas.
No, this is for a particular circuit. That is for any real gas, right? For your circuit, you keep on changing resistor material? I don't think so. Demant,
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
do you vary in the
No, ma'am.
same circuit different material resistor?
Resist metals will not change, ma'am. But if we take in the solving of
If
that
we,
question, which
look
was
in a given circuit, if it changes, then it is a parameter. If you can't vary, then it is not. There in real gases, it is a combination of gases what they consider.
okay,
Correct?
ma'am.
Sauhar,
Got it, ma'am.
got it? Why we said that A as a fixed parameter, and here it is not.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Yes. So now you got to know where you come across functions of several variables. Okay. So there can be different representations of functions, and the plotting of them. We'll come to it later when we go for parametric curves and parametric surfaces. How do we represent these surfaces and plot them? So we'll now define the functions of several variables. Okay, so if you have a function f depending on x1, x2, etc., xn, so this is called as functions of n independent variables. x1, x2, xn are the independent variables which can take any real values. Okay, and
Excuse me,
f
ma'am.
is a, yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. A small doubt, ma'am. If a function
Mhm.
is like xy plus yz means, then we should take only two variables or three variables there.
Xy plus yz are the entire function. So it is depending on xyz values. Xyz can take any value independently. So it is 3 variables.
Oh, okay, means like only multiplication division only, not but addition also will take part in that one.
Anything, any operations, any algebraic operations you can have. It depends on what variables you have it in that functions. We never restricted with operations here, right?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
So here the independent variables x1, x2, xn, we also refer them to as input variables. The input what you have to give for the function, and f of f, or you can call it as w, is equal to f of x1, x2. Then w will be called as the output variable. Okay. And we can find the domain and range of the functions. Say now here we have taken a function which is depending on three variables in this example, x, y, z. You can find the value of f by substituting the values of x, y, z. So here for simplification and explanation, we have taken x values as 3, y value as 0, z value as 4. So if you substitute in this function, you will get f value as 5. So you can vary x values, y, z values or independently. Okay. So this is how you evaluate a function, which you all know. So there can be functions like 1 by xy, xy. Okay. So we go for domain and range of the functions. You have already studied in single variable calculus. How do you find the domain and range of a function? Correct? Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So similarly, for functions of two variables and three variables, we'll be finding the domain and range of those functions. So here, w is equal to square root of y minus x squared. It's a function of y and x. And here you can have the root function to be defined for positive values. And it will be positive if this condition is satisfied. Okay, and here x values can range from 0 to infinity. So the entire domain will be depending upon this function for the function, and the range values will be from 0 to infinity. Okay, so similarly you can analyze for this function 1 by xy. Y0 is not included for both the variables. Hmm?
Ma'am, because if either of those variables will be 0, then xy will be 0.
1 by
Yeah.
0 is undefined.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have this condition that the denominator term should not be equal to 0. So depending upon this domain, you can have the range. Okay, so for sine of xy, it is defined for all values of x, but the range will be from -1 to 1.
Max and min will be -1 and 1. So -1 to 1.
Yeah, -1 to 1. Sine theta,
Then
which
minus
can be range. Sine theta ranges from -1 to 1, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that is why we have -1 to 1. Okay. So functions of three variables also, we go ahead with the same parameter fixation. So it can be for any values of x, y, z, the entire space. Because you have x square, y square, z square, x, y, z can take any values. If it was only root of x plus y, be the domain and range.
Ma'am, minus infinity to 0, 0 to infinity.
domain
Minus infinity to 0.
Depending on
Mm-hmm. It's x plus y plus z. Square root of x plus y plus z.
Be same, ma'am.
it can
Domain
be
is
x
what?
plus y plus z greater than 0, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
X plus y plus z should be greater than 0.
Yeah,
infinity on will be there.
x, y,
Only the
x
positive
plus
values
y.
will satisfy, ma'am.
If any one is negative, then
It's fine, ma'am. If any one is negative, it's fine, but the total sum should not be negative.
yeah, that is should be the fixation for your domain or range.
Domain, ma'am.
For
Okay.
domain,
For
Domain.
range, for range,
range will be, ma'am,
Both
same close bracket 0 to
Minus
0 to
infinity.
infinity.
0 to infinity.
0 to infinity. Okay. Look, So if you have any kind of surface, we'll be now, we have to be very clear whether the point is lying on a boundary of a surface, or it is lying interior to surface or exterior to surface. So those kind of notations we include it by using the inequalities of the functions. Say now you have a point x comma y, which is lying interior to the region, interior. So the region is defined by your circle equation, x square plus y square equal to 1. So if I say a point is on the circumference of the circle, x square plus y square equal to 1 is considered. So the point lies on this circumference of the circle. If I say a point lies interior to the circle, then I'll be mentioning the inequality as less than 1. Strictly less than 1 is it is there interior to it. Okay, less than or equal to 1 means it can be there interior to it or on the circumference also. There is a difference between this graph and this graph. Strictly less than, the point lies interior to the region. If it is less than or equal to 1, the point may lie anywhere, interior to the region or on the circumference also. If we write the inequality as greater than 1, then the point lies outside the region. Okay, so that is the region explanation where the points will be considered. Now, yesterday we had discussed level curves, that is functions taking constant values. I gave examples for isotherms, isobars. Do you all remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah. So if you have a particular case in physics, we call them to be like temperature is describing a region, we refer them as isotherms. So here in general, if you have a function taking up a constant value c, and the function is depending on two variables x comma y, it is called a level curve or a level. If the function x, y, z, that is function depending on three variables, that is equal to a constant value, then it is referred as a level surface. Okay, we are just taking up an example here and showing what do we mean. Okay, so suppose if you have a function f of x comma y defined by 100 minus x square minus y square. Okay, so x square plus y square. Now this function is taking a constant value. We are saying f of x value is 0. So if you substitute f of x y value as 0 here, what do you get here when you simplify? You get 100 minus x square minus y square. Or it's similar to your circle, x square plus y square is equal to 100, correct? Yeah, it's a center 0, 0 and radius as 10. So here they plot the circle with radius to be 10. Okay, so that is one curve. It's a circular curve and it is taking value of the function to be equal to 0. This defines a level curve. Now if we change, say f of x y value is equal to 51. So what happens? I'll be substituting f of x y value as 51 in this equation. So when you simplify, what do you get? 100 minus 51, you get 49. So x square plus y square is equal to 49. What will be the radius?
7.
7.
7, ma'am.
7.
7.
Yeah, so you have now a circle with center 0, 0, but radius is changed to 7. Okay, next, if you change your function value to 75, you get this particular curve. So radius is 5, this is. So you get a function whose values are taking constant values, different constant values. Then you have different level curves. So they represent a family now. So can you call them to be concentric circles here? Center remains the same, only
Yes,
the
ma'am.
radius keeps changing. Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
they are the family of concentric circles with center 0, 0 and radius vary. So these are the level surface representations. Okay, any doubts in this? What are level curves?
No, ma'am.
What are level curves? Function taking constant values. If it is 2D function, that is function depending on two variables, it will be a level curve. If a function depends on three variables, it will be a level surface. Can you all note down this definition? You have to remember this in next for vector differentiation. I'll be asking you what are level curves, what are level surfaces. That time you need to answer. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, could you please once dictate the definition so that we can.
You can note down definition. Level curve. Are you noting it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you are muted.
You people are writing, right?
No, ma'am. We can't meet anyone.
What happened? I told you people are noting down the definition. I didn't say that you people muted me. Completed noting down the definition?
No, ma'am.
So every class starting 5 minutes I'll be asking questions. It can be randomly to any particular student. So you have to be available. Starting 5 minutes I'll be asking what we have discussed in the previous class. Okay, I can randomly pick any student's registration number, call your name. You have to turn on the video and answer. Okay, not just answer, you have to turn on the video and then answer. Okay, I'm making it very clear. Those who were not there in the beginning of the class, for them also. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have you completed? We'll go for level surface. Okay. So a level surface, as I said, a function depending on three variables will be equated to constant. Can be like of x square plus y square plus z square equal f of x y z equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So x square plus y square plus z square equal to some constant will be a sphere. So here, and you have a restriction. So you have radius to be just +1 here, positive root value +1, then it will be just your hemisphere. C is greater than 0. But center remains as a origin in 3D. So you go on varying your R values. So R value will be what for the next case? X square plus y square plus z square square root equal to 2. What is the radius for the sphere?
2, ma'am.
Root 2. Can we have R value to be negative? Wait, I'll ask somebody. That person can answer. Madhumita? Madhumita?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can we have R value to be negative?
No, ma'am.
Why no? Can we have radius to be negative values?
Then we will have an imaginary one, ma'am.
Imaginary. I'm not going for complex plane. In real plane, you tell. Can it be negative?
No, ma'am.
Radius.
No.
In complex plane also, we never take radius to be negative. No. Okay. If r is equal to 0, radius is 0, what does it represent? Ashish?
Point.
A point. Okay. Okay. So if r is 0, it is a point, and r can take any negative values there. Okay. So this represents. So here c is always greater than 0. This will be the three-dimensional surface, which is called as a level. Any doubts with it? So now, hmm?
Mom, I didn't understand the sphere thing, Mom.
If x square plus y square plus z square is equal to some a square, what does it represent? Which conic does it represent?
Sorry, Mom?
You have studied geometry, right?
Yes, Mom.
In that conic section?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Mom.
In that 3D three-dimensional conics. What is the equation of a sphere?
Mom, we never heard it.
You never had.
Only
So,
until 2D.
Geometry you didn't study all.
We just had ellipse,
2D
hyperbola,
only, ma'am,
parabola,
not
and
3D.
circle.
We had some
Only
certain
2D we
conic
had.
sections, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ellipsoid, sphere, paraboloid, cuboid,
Ma'am, sphere we didn't have, ma'am. Ellipse, hyperbola,
helicoid.
parabola, and circle.
No
Parabola
3D,
we
ma'am.
have, but
Only
not
2D was.
sphere. Only 2D.
Three.
Yes, Mom.
I don't think 3D was never taught to you.
Yes,
3D geometry
I
was
don't
taught
think so.
with
No,
shapes.
ma'am.
No,
No, ma'am.
ma'am.
Only 2D we
Points.
do.
Sphere, man.
No, Mom. 3D we didn't have, Mom.
3D actually they teach. Which syllabus? CBSE or ICSE?
CBS.
CBSE.
CBSE.
State board.
State.
In your lower grade,
Ma'am, yes,
state
ma'am.
board, they,
State board. We had sphere.
they teach all these things. Balaji, Balaji, what happened, Balaji?
Ma'am, sphere they
Sleeping.
taught us, but I don't think it's there in NCERT, ma'am.
Okay, if you don't know, now you people start studying about those things. Okay, you take this weekend, you study about all these three-dimensional equations. It is there in Crazy Console. Note down the equations with their names and you study about them. Okay, take it as a assignment for today's class. Somebody has unmuted. Can you mute?
Ma'am, so
Okay.
we should study about all
Now,
the 3D objects, ma'am. Like their properties.
it's not PDE objects. PDE objects are different. They are 3D objects. They are called as the three-dimensional objects. You can study about them. Now, all of you solve for this partial derivatives, what I did. This partial derivatives in the last class. For Can you identify the level curve for 29th problem? Tell me what it is for the level curve. 29th
Concentric
problem.
circles, ma'am.
Circle, ma'am.
Concentric circles.
Radius,
4.
4.
4, ma'am.
point is given as what?
Ma'am, radius is root 8, ma'am.
Radius is root 8.
Or 2 root 2.
No,
X square plus Y square is equal to R square, no, ma'am. So 4 is the radius, I think.
okay, then. 4 is the radius. Okay, very good. If f of xy is equal to 0, then it is 4. If f of xy is changed to 1,
Yes.
it should pass through this point.
Ma'am, root
First
6.
substitute, find f of x.
Ma'am,
Look,
root 6
first
is.
substitute x and y values, find out f of xy value using the equation. Then equate f of xy value to that and find out the curve equation. Tell me what it is. First tell me what is f of x comma y at the given point.
6, ma'am.
6, ma'am.
6 months.
6, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So you are saying the value which you need to substitute. F of xy is equal to 6. Now you
Radius
substitute that. Now you tell me what is the curve.
X square plus Y square is equal to 10.
10.
Yeah. So now what is the radius?
Root 10.
Root 10.
Root
Root
10.
10.
Root 10.
Is it 4 or root 10 now? Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Root 10.
Yes.
Okay. For 30th problem.
Ma'am, the question is not
We can't
visible.
see
There
the
is something written.
That is covered with that.
Yes.
The
Captions
cursor
moved
is over there.
up. Cursor.
No, I have moved my cursor.
It's clear.
Yeah, now it's fine.
Have you all noted down the question?
X
think
square
it's
is
a
equals to
point.
1/6.
Points.
Wait. Did I ask you people to answer? Wait. Sahi Rohit. Sahi Rohit. Sahi Rohit.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you turn on the video and answer for that question?
I don't know, ma'am, that one.
Why you don't know? How do we solve that question, Sahi Rohit?
I don't know that one answer, ma'am.
You try. I'll
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
this question. What is
Okay,
f of x comma y value at that particular point? You tell me.
I will try and I will say, ma'am.
Rohit. Now only you try and I'm saying. Don't unmute.
Okay, ma'am.
Sorry, don't mute. What is f of x comma y value at the given point?
1, ma'am.
1. So substitute f of x comma y value equal to 1. So 1 equal to square root of x square minus 1. You tell me what is the answer.
Root of 1, ma'am. 1 only.
Huh? 1 equal to
0,
square
0,
root of x square minus
0,
1. You tell me what is the curve.
0, ma'am.
What is 0?
1 square minus 1.
F is 0.
Yes, ma'am.
You're saying f is 0. Now
Yes,
only
ma'am.
you told that f is 1. What, Rohit? Not concentrating?
I said x value is 1, ma'am.
X value is 1. So x equal to 1 is what type of a curve, Rohit? Rohit?
I don't know. That's
X
what I'm
equal to
saying.
1 is what type of a curve? X equal to 1 is what type of a curve? You plot?
Okay.
Try to plot. X equal to 1 is what? Sandeep? Kiran? Kiran P.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. X equal to 1 is what type of a curve?
Straight line.
Kiran?
Straight line.
Straight line passing through the origin.
Yes, ma'am.
Straight line passing through the origin.
Not through the origin, ma'am. From 0 to 1.
Only from 0 to 1.
No.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
anybody
X is-
else? Can you tell me what is x equal to 1?
Ma'am, it is a vertical
Ma'am, it
line
is
that
a
is parallel
vertical
to
line.
Parallel to y-axis. Straight
One person.
passes through
One
to
person.
Parallel
One
to
person has started.
It is a vertical
One
line
person
parallel
has
to
started
y-axis.
and yeah, it's a vertical line at x equal to 1 parallel to y-axis. Okay. Next question. Yeah, let's see who will answer for the next question. Anyone who has completed 31st problem? Anyone has completed 31 problem? Problem number 31.
Ma'am, if you integrate, you will get tan inverse of t, right, ma'am?
Ma'am, y equal to
Yeah.
Ma'am, one
What
second.
is f
so
of
I
x
question.
comma y value? Yeah. What is f of x comma y value at the given point?
Two tan inverse.
Ma'am, it is 0, ma'am.
0. Why 0?
pi by 2, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
f
Tan
of x
inverse
comma y
minus
value is
minus pi by 2, ma'am.
Tan inverse root 2.
Ma'am, you get tan inverse of t, ma'am, with the limits
Tan
as
inverse t.
2 tan inverse.
Ma'am, that
If you
function will be
substitute the
tan
limits,
inverse.
it is tan
Tan.
inverse of y minus tan inverse of x, correct?
Yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tan inverse of y minus tan inverse of x can be simplified as
2
Tan
tan
inverse
inverse.
a minus
2
tan
tan
inverse
inverse.
formula, ma'am. 2 tan inverse.
Tan inverse y minus x by 1 plus xy.
so now what will be f of x comma y value?
Pi by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2,
So
ma'am.
f of x comma y value is equal to pi by 2. Okay. So what kind of a curve they will represent? It may not be very easy. Okay. So this is what the problems which will be coming across in your application problems. So there can be some difficult functions also given for representing level curves. And they may represent the elevation above sea level, for Earth's surface, all those kind of problems. Okay. Any doubts with today's class? Concepts?
No,
Was
ma'am.
it clear? Was it helpful
Yes.
for you to understand? So what are the things which you need to read about?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay, so next class when you all come, you have to know all the 3D graph, 3D, three-dimensional curves concepts, three-dimensional conics, like sphere, what will be the equation, ellipsoid, helicoid. Okay, will you study about them and note down the equations for them mathematically and be prepared? I'll be asking you in the next class. For cone,
Excuse me.
cylinder. Yes,
Ma'am, could you please explain that 31st problem? ma'am?
31st problem. Kartikeya, you try today. If you are not getting, tomorrow I'll solve it and show.
Okay, ma'am.
You take your time. You take your time. It is not very easy, I know. You take your time. Still, if you are not getting, I'll solve it in the next class.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So all of you will be coming up with what did I say? Will you do it?
3D. 3D. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
3D dimension.
Yeah.
Try, ma'am. I will
You
try.
have to note down all the equations and you have to tell me. It can be a three-dimensional paraboloid also. Paraboloid, helicoid, cone, cylinder, ellipsoid, helicoid. Okay, all those curves or surfaces, you need to note down the equations and be ready. I'll be asking tomorrow. Okay, three-dimensional planes, three-dimensional lines, what will be the equations? All of you have to be prepared for that. Okay, now we'll stop the class. 1 second, don't leave.